Good evening to you peeps. Liesl here again, and I'm coming to you with a very impromptu video right now, this evening, because basically I just couldn't wait. Yes, if you have seen the last sort of couple of posts, the community post, and one or two videos, we did kind of do an about turn on the community build, and I'm going to say, wow, what a difference a day makes. 24 little hours. Because yeah, you will know if you've seen the previous videos anyway, and the community post, all a bit hurried. There was a bit of a major fail with the box yesterday, and I did actually take down the last video because I felt really it was going nowhere, and the build was going nowhere. And I do remember that once or maybe twice in the past we have done this, and it's always led to something much better. So I'm almost goofing and I'm stalling for time, so I'm going to go straight in. And here she is. Now look at this. We did go back to the drawing board, but we didn't have to go back to scratch. And this is what I'm sort of here to explain in this very brief video. Now, I decided to go with this wonderful, very rare Johnny Tobacco Naught box, which was kindly donated to us by Nancy, a Crone's Intuition, and you have seen this box before. Reason being, it's ever so beautiful. It just called out to me, and also it's very robust. Now that's not going to pull apart or go anywhere, and I have been working on it today. Yeah, just a wee bit. But like I say, we've turned this one around very quickly, and actually we've made more progress with this than I think we would have done with the other box if we'd have gone chasing it around all day trying to repair it. I did try to repair it last night, but it became very apparent to me that that one's a fail, and I will explain why. It's probably easier to show you with this. It was quite an old box. The date stamp on the back was 2001, so about 23 years old. And I have seen actually other luthiers mention on other channels one or two times that the sort of glue that they put these boxes together with, it's not the sort of glue we would use. It's not to the standard of wood glue. It's kind of this very cheap gum, and it does completely dry out after a while. Now, as I was trying to fit the supports inside, it started coming apart at the sides, and basically two of the sides fell out. I did try to re-stick them and tried to like 101 different clamps to put it all back together, but it was pretty clear that well, basically this one was a goner. So I thought, no, we need to go back to the drawing board. And I wasn't really happy because we've got a different size box. I would have had to have adjusted the neck. The design of the neck's fine if you're going to fit electrics, but I thought with this one we'll use a piezo, and I got to thinking about how I used to do these before I got too sophisticated. Suddenly remembered little Filbert, as we were affectionately calling our demonstration piece. And well, basically it's better if I show you, but we did not have to waste the previous neck build, so you know, our efforts weren't wasted, and I'll show you why. So briefly, I did make a new neck. So this one on the bench at 6 AM this morning, and it came off the bench about 6 PM this evening. So 12 hours on the bench, and there's the neck, as you can see, headstock's in place. That's the centre part, because as I was boasting earlier, as a special treat, we're going to add this extra strong fingerboard, which is oak, and that's solid oak. So that's going to go on the top. And yeah, that won't bend. That will not bend or break in 100 years. Now that's quite chunky, but we're going to do some very nice shaping on this one. Yeah, and here's the beauty of it, right? Here's the saddle that's going to go right across the bottom, if you can see. I'll show you that way. Obviously we'll trim the ends because they're still a bit rough. And I'm about to stick that together on the bench. And as you can see, that's a nice long saddle heel. I always get them mixed up. So that's quite a good, robust, chunky heel to go on the bottom. It's going to go straight through the box. So that's as strong as you like. One piece. I'm going to fit a piezo in here, and I'll show you how that works later. But as I say, especially if you're planning to build one yourself, that's a lot easier than that staggered arrangement and pegging everything. Now I'm pretty sure this won't need pegging once it's all stuck together because it is so thick. We'll need to take a little bit of material out the top because it's ever so slightly high, a couple of millimeters. But I thought we might make that tiny little recess to see if it does make a difference to the sound. This is what I've been getting excited about. Yeah, you know me. And there that is. And look, once that's complete, you can see that's already partially shaped. You see I haven't stuck it together yet. But that will sit on top of there like that. And we're going to have something very nice to do some nice shaping and detailing. Now, the beauty of it is, I did not have to make the heel, because the heel is the old neck. And yeah, this kind of stepped part here was actually the top of the neck and the headstock that way. So I just cut the headstock off the top, cut it to length. I've started sort of shaping the edges a little bit, but that's really just to give you an idea of where we're going to go with this. And we will do a lot more to this. So as I say, really all I had to do was to cut these parts for the main neck and the headstock, and this lovely piece of oak which I bought. We're going to use this for Les's guitar, yeah, so he better be happy anyway. But there's just enough to do 2 guitars, so we're going to have this lovely oak fingerboard, and when that's filed, sanded and stained, that will look something. It will, believe me. See, I'm very excited here. So if we just lock it all together very quickly. Another thing I did with this, which again is a lot easier, is I cut the slot all the way to the bottom. So that's just the floor of the box. Rather than leaving sort of this much, yeah, I made sure I squared it off very nicely. And you can see, because the heel fits in there nice and snug. And then that's a very deep neck and a deep heel. And this is the way I used to do them. And yeah, you know, basically they don't fail. They don't fail in the same way. I don't think we really need to put the pocket there, although we may do, and you can do. But when that's all put together, that's basically going to hold together. And I might do some extra little detailing, right, on the outside of the box, but more about that later, because I don't want to give too much away. If you see it from the front, there you go, see it comes right to the bottom, but you've got this nice staggered effect, and you've got a very strong neck all the way through. It says Lee's all dropping everything. that on the front. And yeah, as I say, the lid won't quite go on yet because it's about 1 millimetre too high. But to give you a rough idea, it's like doing a jigsaw this. It'll be something like this. Very similar to Paco, the Rocky Patel build. This lovely rare box. Trying to get it in shot. There we go. And something like that on the side. As I say, the community post picture didn't really do it justice, so I thought we'll just have this quick impromptu video. Yeah, and there it is. And you can see we're quite far along with it. There will be a certain amount of detailing. I'll show you how to do all the finishings. Obviously, we need to do the holes for the pegs and all that sort of thing. I did say I'd show you how to do a tail piece and a straight through piece with the strings attached to the tail. I'm still going to show you that because there's another build over here that's going to have that kind of arrangement. But again, for this, I thought we would use the flip-flop bureau hinge. They're well worth buying. I know they're not expensive, but they're not cheap. But that's solid brass. And again, that's going nowhere and it will not break because it's solid brass. It's not just like some sort of coated thing. So yeah, they are strange because they flip-flop in a weird way, but whoops. See, that'll go on there. And you can see how it goes with the gold detailing. Yeah, and no more spoilers from me because we are going to put some nice finishing touches on this, as it is our community build. I didn't want to bring you something scruffy and tatty, although, you know, that aesthetic is great and very authentic for these things. But I say this is authentic because it's very simple, yet it's very elegant and very stylish, and it will be. So there it is really, peeps, just a very quick update. Yes, I'll probably be off camera now for a little while because I'm going to have my head down in the workshop, getting us up to date on 1 or 2 of these things, and hopefully some interesting videos that everyone will hopefully enjoy. So there you go, Johnny Tobacco Knot, Johnny Boy is well on the way. I'm very excited, and yeah, that's about it from me for this evening. So, as ever, peeps, wherever you are, do stay safe. Whatever you're doing, do stay blessed, and most importantly of all, keep building. Thank you for your continued patience. Okay then, peeps. Bye for now then. Bye.